Hello guys, this time we're going to tackle about the parts of hyperbola and we're going to look for the coordinate points. So before that, tignan natin yung definition ng hyperbola. So hyperbola is a locus of point such that the difference of the distances between two fixed points called the foci is always the same or constant. So as you can see on our presentation, the movement of foci. And we also have the different parts of hyperbola. The first one is you also have the center, followed by the vertices, and you also have the foci, or the focus, followed by latus rectum, and focus, latus rectum, or the latera recta, followed by covertex, or covertices. And remember, on our last meeting, we have discussed from ellipse, the distance from center to vertex is A, still the same pa rin. And how about the distance from center to covertex or covertices is B, or the minor axis. And we also have the distance from center to foci or focus is C. So this time, gagamitin natin ang C squared equal to A squared plus B squared. In other references, principal axis or major axis is still the same. So principal axis or major axis that runs on the horizontal line of hyperbola. And it will intersect with the covertex line. So you also the B1, B2 there. And you also have the last part is yung asymptote. So let's have number 1. So this time, we're going to identify what type or what direction of the hyperbola. So we have number 1. So as you can see, ang variable which is being squared here is x and a is greater than b. We know that a is equal to a plus minus 4 and b is equal to plus minus 3. Okay. So we already know that this is already the numerical value for A. So, and the movement of this hyperbola is horizontal. So, it opens left and right. So, pag ganun siya. Okay? Next. So, you also have the center. Still the same pa rin. Vertex 1, vertex 2, focus 1, focus 2. You also have the the asymptotes. So we proceed now with the following coordinates. We have already the following. So this is an example of horizontal transversal axis or horizontal. So ang movement nito is horizontal transversal axis. Okay, so kunin natin yung center. Ang center natin is at 2 and positive 5. Okay, yung susunod naman is you also have, you have already determined the value of A, no? Yung A natin is equal to, A is equal to plus minus 4. So, ibig sabihin, so, kung ito ang hyperbola, okay, hyperbola, andito yung vertex. So, ang center natin is at 2 and 5. Ang vertex natin is located here. Vertex 2, vertex 1. So, ang vertex 2 is plus minus 4. So, ibig sabihin changes in x. No? So, this will be plus 4 So this is already 6 and 5. And yung isa naman is 2 minus 4 is negative 2. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Sulat natin. So negative 2 and positive 5. Yung isa is you also have 6 and 5. So you already have 2. So 2 plus minus 4. Tapos retain natin yung value of 5. And how about naman yung covertex, yung B1, B2? Yung B1, B2, nakaganto siya. So you already have the following value. So for B1, B2, so it will shifted or it will change in Y's. So mare-retain ang 2, pero magbabago ang Y's. So what unit? So since B is equal to plus minus 3, so galawin natin ang Y, 5 plus minus 3. So therefore, this will become B1, B2. So this is already 2 and 8. And yung remaining point is nasa about 2 and positive 2. Next naman is kunin natin yung focus o yung foci. So you also have the following. Remember, C is equal to, paano kitong kuha? Like what we applied in the Pythagorean, which is C is equal to square root of A squared plus B squared. So this is already square root of 16 plus 9 is equal to square root of 25, or which is known as plus minus 5. So therefore, this is already plus minus 5 on this end. So you already have, kung anong ginawa natin sa vertex, still the same pa rin ang i-apply natin. 2 plus minus 5 and retain 5. So kunin natin yung focus, which is to the right side naman. So 7 and 5 focus. And isa naman is you have negative 3 and positive 5. And you also have the latus rectum, no? LR1, LR2. So latus rectum. So remember, the distance of latus rectum is B squared over A. So it will shift upward. So this will be X. So kung kanina is X, this will be time Y's naman. Kung kanina is X, this will become Y naman na shift. So therefore, kung kukunin natin si 7, yung Y's, you also have 7 and 2. Then shift in Y's. So shift natin in Y's. So therefore, this is already plus minus 5. So plus minus, remember ang B squared over A is 9 over 4. So this is plus minus 9 over 4. Okay? 5 plus 9 over 4. So it will be shifted up and down. So yung isa is 7. So 7. Yung isa is 7. So 5 times 4 is 20 plus 9 is 29 over 4. Yung isang part is you have 7 also. 20 minus 9 is 11 over 4. Okay, next. Yung isa naman is you have value niya is still the same pa rin. So negative. So you also have negative 3. So supposed to be negative 3. So you have shifted in y's. So kung kanina is x, this time is y, ang gagalaw. So you have negative 3. Pares pa rin yung value, negative 3. And you also have 29 over 4. And you also have, yung remaining part is you have negative 3 and 11 over 4. Okay, next. Ang asymptote natin, since this is an example of horizontal transversal axis or axis, so you have already the h and k. So kung h and k yan, so therefore, ang representation ng ating asymptote will be in the form of y equal to plus minus b over a times x minus h plus k. So, simplify natin. So, this is already in the form of y equal to something, no? So, ang b natin is 3 over 4. So, plus minus 3 over 4 times x minus h natin is 2 plus you already have the k. Ano yung k natin is 5. So, all you have to do is you're going to simplify the value. No? So, you have to simplify all the value. So, this is already so, simplify natin. Yung isa is positive. Kung positive yan, so therefore, this will be 2 possible values. So, kung 2 is possible values, so therefore, this will become 3/4 times x minus 2 plus 5. And yung isa is tapos yung isa is you also have negative 3/4 and x minus 2 plus 5. So, all you have to do is you're going to simplify these terms, no? So, kailangan mo mag-simplify. So, you have the following terms. So, in absurd form, this will be the form of y equal to something. So, i-graph natin yan. So, this is already in the form of slope-intercept. So, asymptotic to the curve of the hyperbola. Okay, next. We already have number 2. So, this is an example of vertical. Kung vertical yan, tignan natin. So, bakit po vertical example? So, you already have the value being squared here is y and a is greater than b. So, a is equal to plus minus 8. B is equal to plus minus 6. So, alam na natin using C is equal to square root of A squared plus B squared. So, this is already square root of 64 plus 36 is equal to square root of 100 or plus minus 10. So, ano po itsura ng graph na ito? So, if you're going to graph this on Cartesian plane, so it looks like this. So, vertical transversal axis or axis. So, this is an example of vertical. So, you already have the following values, A, B, and C. So, therefore, we have to proceed with the following values. So, you have C, the center, vertex 1, vertex 2, focus 1, focus 2, and directrix. So, you already have the center is at 3 and positive 6. And co-vertex natin is you have B1 and B2. So, remember, B is equal to plus minus 6. So, ang magbabago, since this is an example of vertical, so vertical ito, andito siya. So, vertical, so andito siya. Kung it will change in excess. So, this will become 3 plus minus 6. Tapos, retain ang 6. So, this will become 9 at saka 6. Yung isa is negative 3 and 6. So, 3 minus 6. Next, yung vertex natin, which is already A is equal to positive, negative 8. So, you already have the following values of vertex. So, from center, going up and down, so it will change in, instead of X, it will change in Y's. Kung kanina is X, this time is Y's. So, therefore, ito ang tatargetin natin. So, you already have ito, 6 plus minus 8. Tapos, retain natin yung 3, yung X natin. So, therefore, this is already your vertex. So, this is already your 3 and positive 14. And yung isa, you have already 3 and negative 2. Okay, the vertex. How about the focus? Ang focus naman is C is equal to positive, negative 10. So, you already have the following values, F1, F2. So, still the same pa rin, retain ang X. So, ang gagalaw lang is yung Y's. So, 6 plus minus 10. So, therefore, so ito yung focus 1, focus 2. Yung isang focus is 316. 316. Yung isang focus is you have 3 and negative 4. Tapos, yung isang endpoints ng latus rectum, no? L1, L1, R1, L2, R2. So, you have the following. B squared over A. So, ang B squared over A natin is 64 over A. It should be 36. So, 36. So, 36 over 8. Or, pwede natin simplify, divide by 8. So, divide by 4. So, both of them are divisible by 4. So, pwede natin, this will become 9 over 2. So, attach natin. So, since we have already on the focus, so you have already the following terms. So, ang kunin natin, so kung kanina ang gumalaw ay Y's, so, ang gagalaw naman ay X. So, this time, this is already 3 plus minus 9 over 2. Tapos, retain natin 16. Tapos, yung isa naman, negative 4. Tapos, still the same also, 3 plus minus 9 over 2. So, i-graph natin. So, saan siya located? Andito yung isang point. So, ibig sabihin, 6. So, 3 times 2 is 6 plus 9 is 15 over 2, then 16. And yung isang endpoint naman niya is you have already 6 minus 9 is negative 3 halves and 16. So, ganun din sa baba. Still the same also. So, ang magbabago is negative 4. So, you already have 15. 15 over 2. And yung isa naman is you have negative 3 over 2, comma, 6, negative 4. So, this is already your latus rectum. So, ganyan siya. Yes. Okay, next. How about the directrix? Ang directrix is represented by, so you have the following two values. or yung asymptotes rather. So you already have the asymptote or directrix. So y is equal to a plus minus a over b times x plus k. So ito, dalawa. So there will be two possible values. So if we're going to plug, so ang mangyayari, so this will become plus minus. You already have, ang a natin is represented by 8 over b, which is 6 times x minus 3 plus 6. So, this is already the possible value. Then, kung i-graph mo siya, ganito siya kanya. Aha. Yan siya. Yan. So, ganyan itsura ng hyperbola. Okay?